the minute I hate the game, being honest.
So the thing is that you can be improving and moving better, but your performance can get worse. So this is the big problem. Because what extends can then flex. What flexes loads. What extends unloads. So your ball flight might come down. It'll sway a lot more with your body across. Way before the ball comes. Very good. That was awesome. Now turn the hip that way again using that. That's it. So that's how your Dustin Johnsons and your Justin Thomases hit a golf ball. And your McElroys and everyone. What no one's doing, well, is that.
I'm struggling at the minute. I'm really struggling just because I don't know what to work on really. I don't know what to feel. I lost a lot of confidence.
Have you ever played where you've just gone out and just played, or gone to the range and just hit balls, or have you always had to think about work on a position or a movement in your swing?
I've always had something to work on,
have you?
But when I was playing my best golf, I never had to think about it. It would have been like maybe one thing like, oh, maybe don't take it inside, get the club out a little bit on the way back. That would literally be it. It wouldn't be anything more than that.
Nothing really technical.
No, I played my best golf and I wasn't very technical.
Yeah.
And then I become technical and learned more about it. It's almost done me in a little bit by knowing more about it as well.
Yeah.
Because when I was playing good, I didn't really know why I was doing it. I didn't know really why I was hitting the shots I was hitting. Just stand up there and bang a little draw down the middle, do it again, and that was it. Didn't really used to think about how or why or it's because of this or that. Used to go there, right, feel like you're opening up better or your hips are staying back, and that'd be it. I'd go and play. Wouldn't think about on the golf ball, think about on the range and then go out there and just play. But obviously when you go with different coaches and this that and the other, it's easy to get tied up.
Well, some people would find it hard to believe that you can play to such a high level and you don't even know how you're doing it. I think even in the coaching world that exists, where it's almost like the coaches want you to understand your swing, but in a technical way. So for some reason you perceive it to have broken down, i.e. you didn't hit the shot you want, it's like then you've got some kind of technical model to recorrect. Well, it's not really like that, and that's why the journey you've been on really sounds like one of just, you've took on so much information, and some of it will have made you a better player, and no doubt about it, it will have raised your awareness, it'll have enhanced what you do, but that may not have resulted in performance. So the thing is that you can be improving and moving better, but your performance can get worse. What are you off +3?
What now? I mean, I'm still technically a pro.
But you turned off.
I turned off. In the end, because I started to struggle a bit, I think I turned off like +2.
Right.
I'm very competitive, so if I actually start playing alright, then I probably want to pick it up in a few things.
Yeah.
Like in a few national things maybe, or county, play for the county again.
Yeah.
Just see how it goes really. At the minute,
get the love back for it.
Yeah, like at the minute I hate the game, being honest. Where you just sort of fall out of love, there's no real interest in me going out there and practicing and going out there and not playing that great. You know? So, yeah. That's my situation at the minute. I feel like I'm getting the club a bit behind me. At the top of my backswing, I seem to bow my wrist quite a bit, which shuts the face down. And for me, I feel like I don't want to open up properly because I've got my face is strong. I feel like I'm either a bit underneath me or drag it left through the ball, so I get like a bit of a pulley one. But yeah, other than that, nothing. Other than that, nothing.
Cool. Right, that'll do. So this is the big problem. Pressure in the left, pressure in the right. What we've got here, Bobby, is the load. That's the force you're putting into the floor. What I'm looking at here is I'm looking at that white line between the feet.
Yeah.
And that's torque. And what's interesting is as you swing back, it kind of goes that way, which is what's called positive torque. So it goes counterclockwise
into my right toe
towards the ball of the right foot. But what's happening is as you turn back, you're not really creating much torque from the ground, but you're basically at the top of the golf swing. You've got a little bit of torque, but not that much. As you start to change direction, so as you start to unweight, so that means you're just unloading from the floor. Pressure starts to change direction, that's all normal. Then you load into the floor. What we need to do is we need to unload and get that force that we've created through the body, through to the club, to increase the speed to hit the ball. But the problem is, it just plateaus. Can you see? there. You load with 1,420 newtons, and then you hit the golf ball and you're on 1,355 or 1,366. You've not used any. So essentially you're not even using the ground. That should be like a heartbeat.
That's why I have trouble controlling the club face.
Massively, because if you're not using the ground, you try throwing a ball not using the ground. Essentially, if your focus throughout your life's been on positioning the club, if you never really thought about using forces and where the lower body is, you've always thought about where the club is, you've always had your attention on your upper body and the club, and maybe your hips, you might have thought about your hips a bit, but not the feet, the ankles, the toes, how that's firing the glutes, when they're activated, the timing of the use of them, the integration of all these joint actions, because it's like throwing a ball, this bit is that's the end. It's not the beginning. The golf swing's very fast, and we spend half our time practicing slow, thinking about it. So what we need to do is we need to start from the ground up and start to recognise what the body can contribute to the golf swing. Because ultimately what you're having to do, if you're not getting torque from the ground, then I've not got the 3D on, but what you'll find is once you start getting torque from the ground, that can then transfer through the pelvis and then through the torso and the arms. If you're not getting it from the ground, you're having to do it with your torso. So I want you to try and fire that glute, try and activate that glute. There, that's it. And stretch out the hip flexor now with that glute. It's horrendous, isn't it? Yeah. So see how this is cramping. So that's reciprocal inhibition. So what we've got, you've got your hip flexor and your quad doing the work for your glute. As soon as you fire your glute and you put yourself in extension, this is wanting to fire, but it's getting switched off. We're working down the chain a bit, and we've got to get the foot activated as well. Your body's ready and raring to go, it just wants the green light. So use the hips, use your glutes to assist your knees. You'll feel these working. And then move the other way. Rotate the other way now. Big knee flexions. Then we're going to use that action now to rotate the belt buckle. Yes. Notice where your right knee wants to go, to rotate your pelvis to the left.
That way.
Don't want to go that way. Feel that walking action. And that's the reason why we're walking. Look what happens to that white line when I do a walking action. Now we're using this, but if this can't function, your body's not going there. Different feel. Yeah, already.
Yeah.
See, you start to see some real quality movement. What I want you to do is twist your hips towards Craig that way, towards the camera that way. Perfect, okay? And everyone does that, pretty much, 99.9%. Because that's what I said, turn the hips. Okay, now bring it back. What I want you to do now is just apply some pressure into this foot. And I want you to push your knee towards your big toe. The midline is between the big toe and the second toe. So that's gonna work this way. So you're gonna push that way, and as you push that way, turn your belt buckle to the left. So you're opening up the hip now. And you're using this pressure to do it. So come back again. Now turn the hip that way again, using that. That's it. So that's how your Dustin Johnsons and your Justin Thomases hit a golf ball, and your McElroys and everyone. What no one's doing, is that, because that's just moving mass. You're not connected to the ground anymore. Essentially, we're going to fire this right side and spring. To pop this, we're going to tip the board forward. Let the knee go forward. See those two discs? That's where your knee goes. Watch the pelvis. It doesn't go that way. Watch this. It goes up. This pelvis doesn't rotate. It goes up. Yeah, just up more. This way. Watch me. My belt buckle's still pointing at you. Yes. Yeah. Now what's going to rotate isn't this. It's this. It's going to be the hip. So you go. Yes, but it's got to go pop more. Brilliant. Now more drop. Drop, drop, drop. Yeah.
Cool.
If you love the coaching and want to experience the effects of the training that you see with our pupils, you can purchase the GRFI system yourself by following the link in the video description. You'll get all the equipment and a 2-hour download covering all the fundamentals, exploring your movement and how you can use the ground and create those all-important ground reaction forces and transfer them through to clubhead speed and experience the gains that you're seeing in the videos. Much better. Yes. Now more up and down with the pelvis, so drop and pop. That's it. Yes.
Ooh.
Just get a couple of shots, see how that feels. It's going to be a bit of chaos at first because your body's used to using the wrist for the action. Well done. There we go. Don't worry about the strikes or anything like that at the minute. Now a little bit more torque on the way back, so you can use the feet, swing that club back, throw that back. Yes, well done. So if you're getting torque from the ground, it's easier to rotate the body. You don't have to stress it out, you're not having to over-rotate. Good, so you've got some hip extension on the way back. Because what extends can then flex. What flexes loads. What extends unloads. So now you've got up and down movement into the ground. We've got, that's the there we go. Yeah. This is going to give you more time. Very good. That was awesome. That was awesome. So you'll find your own now way of triggering the swing. Your swing starts, Bobby, before the club moves back. Your body's already moving. Your arms and your club are reacting to your body. So now you can go into playing cuts because you're getting the rotation and the club's behind you, you see. So you can leave it behind, play a fade using the spring. Awesome.
Sharp.
The distance ain't no different either.
Yeah, when I was in the fade before, it was like spinny, weren't like no flight really.
No real compression on the ball.
No.
That's awesome.
Sharp.
I'm not thinking here or there or anywhere with the club, it's more trying to feel it with my body.
So it's reacting more.
Yeah.
Just letting the club react.
Yeah, exactly.
Fantastic. Yeah, that was awesome. That was awesome. That was a great, more dynamic there. Because what you're doing is you're pushing forward to then push and unload for your backswing. So different, isn't it? That?
Yeah. Way different.
Your shoulders are rotating out them to tip. That's it. Now let them sway. Miles better. Let yourself sway a lot more with your body across. Way before the ball comes. Leave the ball up there as you sway. Look at that. But there's a point now where you've gone past it, where you've now got opposite motion, so you have to find that timing now. There's a bite point.
Yeah.
Find that place where you've got momentum from the upper body. You have to wait for it for a bit. That's it, just for a split second. Look at that. That, brilliant. Now that is going to feel, just take that golf club, stay on the board, a few swings, just half swings, just grip lower down so you've got plenty of space. And just feel that sway. That's it. There we go. Now it's not just side to side, Bobby, it's also down.
Yeah.
So you've also, because now you've got your load and unload, so you can go up and down with it. Have a couple of shots. So your ball flight might come down, you see. So you can bring your ball flight down without having to move the ball back in your stance.
Yeah.
That's really good. Happy with that?
Yeah, yeah, it's good. Much better.
Let's grab your driver. Have you got some T-pegs, Bobby?